All right, let me walk you through on how this jersey's fake. I have 3 additional jerseys here. A player edition one right there, the USA. Replica fan version, the same jersey that I just bought, 2014, 2015 home. And then third, and I'll show you the purpose for all 3 of them. First of all, we'll start off with a third jersey here. So the first thing we note is how thin the orange border is around the number 4. Now this number was used, or should I say this font was used for both the third and the away jersey. Same thing that was done this year as well, where they used the same jersey. Now if we look at this one here, the thickness of that border is nowhere near the same as the third jersey. Let's compare them side by side. You can definitely tell that not only the border around the name, Totti, is much more thicker than the one in the third, and you can also tell that the number 10, the borders around those numbers are much thicker than number 4. Second, with this number, we can see right here that the logo for the Roma, look at the head of the wolf. It looks bogus, it looks whack. Here we have on the legit one, look at that. Pristine. Second, let's go back to this one. We no longer need the third one. Alright. The other thing with this jersey is, as I mentioned, the badge. You can definitely tell the badge is cheap, something straight out of China. Look how easy that thing folds. It has no give. We compare it to this one here. There's actual push into it. There's actual texture into it. Whereas this one here, it's just all floppy material. It's poor material. That's what happens in fakes. The other thing in the front here, as we notice, this is one thing that I mentioned, I thought this was all simply due to lighting, but we can definitely tell, look how yellow that is, and look how orange that is. You can definitely tell that the Nike logo, the swoosh on the front, is not correct. The other thing is, as I mentioned on the inside, these are the tags that I was referring to. So these tags are bogus tags. So first of all, I think it says made in Thailand. None of the tags that you expect to find are correct. What the tag that you're supposed to find is something like this, where it gives you this tiny tag right here. So if you look at this, it says L for the size, and if you type in 678 into Google, just type in Nike plus that number, you will have this jersey pop up on you in a Google search. That's not here with this jersey, and that's definitely a red flag. Now, as you just saw right here, on the replica version, you just saw a button. So the button, if I can get this here, is obviously a replacement button right here, right? If you look at the button here, on the replacement, or on the original, look at that. It's a plasticky, rubbery, you can push it on this one. Look at that. It's got like a turtle shine to it. Something you get out of your grandma's knitting. Nothing, straight button. Not convincing at all. And of course, as I just shown you, the tags here don't include an additional button, don't include the product code. Now, the reason I have this jersey here is because this is a player jersey, player edition, as you see, has the holes. Now, it doesn't have to match the hole style, right? That's not my concern. My concern is if it doesn't have the same product tag as this one, being a player jersey, it's supposed to have one like this. So it's fine if there's no button, but at the same time, the tag isn't like this. You would have your number here, and you would have all your information that's needed to tell you it's a legit shirt. But in this case, this is not. The thing is, of course, you can tell it's supposed to be lasered. This is all pretty much pushed out. Not that really good quality. You can see it's already starting to pull threads. That's pretty much it. I'm not sure what else to show you. That's not a legit jersey aside from, well, that's poorly done. Look at that. That's terribly done. The orange on the bottom is not supposed to come out on the other side. These are things that you can't even say, well, one's a replica, one's a fan. It's just terrible. Look at that. Well, look at this right here. Supposed real player version versus authentic replica. It's not good. In addition, player versions usually don't have stitching. Player versions usually have theirs pressed on. There's nothing stitched on this jersey. It's not legit.